All right. Are there any? There are no victims. Right? Okay. This is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for July 27th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Okay. Just, did you want to take your matter next then, first?
If it pleases the court.
That would be fine. And it appears, can the parties announce, and I believe we did inform the, or at least I know that the clerk did email the deputy county attorney just covering. He did not respond. So if you could just announce, please.
Yeah, my name's Adam Crawshaw. I'm from Paradise Valley, Arizona, and I represent Delano Quiros.
Thank you. And since I need, could the defendant actually state his name, please?
My name is Delano Quiros. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Thank you. Your date of birth?
2/20/2000.
Thank you. Now, you do have a warrant for failing to appear for court. I did receive the information. I did review it. Thank you. The one thing is that, let me just continue going back, and then we'll go back to the release conditions. So you are being charged with one count of kidnapping as a Class 2 felony, one count of armed robbery with a deadly weapon as a Class 2 felony, with the event dates of June 11th of 2025. Oh, sir, are you, this is, I'm sorry, I must have appointed counsel, but you actually are private counsel?
Yes.
Okay, then I need to edit this. And actually needed to change it to it because I actually, oh, we have existing counsel here now. Okay, so let me change that so we have your name and your bar number in here. And I am going to change this because actually I was increasing the bond amount before I received this information. However, and I know that it had been changed to the $1,000 of a secured appearance bond. However, I can't go less than what the bond amount was beforehand. So I'll change it back to I believe it was $25,000. So.
Why can't it stay the same?
I mean, I'll keep it the same as what it was.
As $1,000?
It was, no. Because I'm going to go on the basis of what the initial, I'm going to go with what the original release conditions are. He was surrendered on his bond, and I'm going to make it the original release conditions because I was going to increase them because he failed to show up.
Well, he didn't.
I understand, but the original release conditions are the reasons why he's continuously showing up. I feel that the original release conditions are appropriate based on the charges.
I understand.
And so I'm going to keep him at the original release conditions. I was going to change to $30,000. So the original release conditions I feel are appropriate, and based on your emails that you're giving me. Otherwise, it was going to be $30,000.
Do you see where we got notice of the 22nd date? It can't be an FTA without due process notice.
Okay, and that is why I'm keeping it at the original release conditions.
Correct. And even though the commissioner downtown set it at $1,000.
Okay, I feel that it would be appropriate to be the $25,000.
Why?
As I've just explained, because of the charges.
Okay.
I could talk to her or not?
No, I'm going to call you bondsman as soon as we walk out here.
Oh my God. So she holding me for free.
And I'm including, as it stated, the fact of not to initiate contact with the alleged victims, not to have any physical contact with the alleged victims, not to initiate contact with alleged complainants. And I believe that I had taken a look at the original release conditions. It says not to have any contact with co-defendants. So I'm going to include that as well. Not to possess any weapons. I am saving this and signing. Did you get my signature? Okay. And you may want to keep this because I know that what our system doesn't connect to the system downtown. So you may want to take this to be able to show downtown. They can, of course, always modify it and change the release conditions.
Correct, Judge. Can I articulate one thing while we're still here?
Certainly.
The problem is that he posted a $25,000 bond.
And it has been surrendered.
That's the problem.
So he can always use another bonding company to bond out again.
I don't know if the court knows, but that means that Mr. Quiros or somebody on his behalf is going to have to come up with another $2,500 for something that he didn't do wrong.
Okay. Well, at this moment, I am not changing it.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? If I didn't, so what are you charging me with then?
No,
I'm not making any charges.
Okay, then. This don't make no sense.
What I will do, let me
right
edit this again. I will edit it down.
I went to every court date y'all scheduled me.
Okay. I will edit it down to.
I ain't no rich man, but I went to every court.
I'll edit it down to 23,000.
That'll save you $200.
Send me $20.
Let me see.
And I did in the emails ask the court if they had the piece of paper that my office or Mr. Quiros received about the July 22nd court date.
Yeah, does that make
And they
sense?
forwarded me to the next commissioner.
Okay, there. I've just changed to $20,000. That should hopefully make a little bit of a difference.
20?
20, yes. Okay, that is actually the best I'm going to do. Did you want to discuss?
No, I can print more.
Okay. All right. So I just changed it. I believe I re-signed it.
We're going to be able to get the...
Over to Martina.
You guys go to talk to her.
No, we're good.
You say so too.
No room? Okay, all right. Wait, so we'll pre-save. What do you want to do with pre-save?
Okay, then Christian Rivera, please come to the podium. Brian Baker, please go to the chair.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, and yeah, I did not realize that he would lose up to 2,500, so that made a difference to me. Christian, can you please state your name, full name?
Christian Car Rivera, and Your Honor, I would like to say something before
Okay, well,
we start.
first of all, let me go through what I need to go through,
Okay.
okay? I need you said your full name and your date of birth.
0925-2002.
Thank you. Now, you have two cases before me. I'm number 13 and number 21. We're doing number 13 first. You are being charged with 1 count of endangerment as a Class 6 felony, 2 counts of assault as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of threatening, intimidating with damaging property as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal damage as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I am finding probable cause for these charges. I do not find that you're indigent, so therefore I'm not appointing counsel. You have a status conference set on August the 1st at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on August the 5th at 8:30 a.m. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $15,000. And also on that case, I am including the fact that you may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim nor go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you have a common residence with any victim, you must find an alternate residence or you must provide proof of new address to the court at your next court date. You know what? And I just realized I need to actually appoint counsel to you because of your other case. So let me change that. Because, and as I stated, you may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim, even if you are an owner of the residence. You must find an alternate residence. You must provide proof of a new address to the court at your next court date. You will be allowed one civil standby with a law enforcement officer to permitted to collect your belongings. I'm going to save that and sign it. However, on your other case, it is for violating your probation. I am appointing counsel to represent you on that case, and you have probation revocation hearings set on August the 4th at 8:30 a.m. However, I'm going to be holding you without bond on that case. So.
Your Honor, if I can say something, please.
Yes.
I'm here because of my baby mother, but it's not both.
It is better for you not to talk about your case, about the facts of your case.
Yes.
You are on probation, and I'm holding you without bond. That's the situation where you're at this moment.
Yes, ma'am.
I am appointing counsel to represent you, and you can have that attorney help you, okay?
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
All right, so that is dealing with the release conditions that we're dealing with today, and you, as I stated, you have your hearings set, okay?
Okay.
So you can just put this lesson in your paper. Brian Baker, please come to the podium. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Can you please state your full name?
Brian Roshan Baker Jr.,
Thank you, and your date of birth?
August 4, 2006.
Thank you. And you're being charged with 2 counts of discharging a firearm at a residence, it's a Class 2 felony. 6 counts of aggravated assault is a Class 3 felony. 1 count of discharging a firearm in city limits is a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on August the 1st at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on August 5th at 8:30 a.m. And I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in this case in the amount of $250,000. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victims or complainants. Okay? You just go to your left.
Can I say something?
Yes, you may.
Your
But
Honor,
you do not want to talk about the facts of this case.
I understand, Your Honor. Your Honor, would it be able to reduce my bond by
I'm not
8 cents?
reducing it. In fact, I even talked about this case with another commissioner because I thought maybe I was going too hard, just following the county's recommendation just blindly, but then we reviewed it together and we thought that this was appropriate. So I'm leaving it as is.
So what is it again?
$250,000 cash only. So you cannot use a bonding company. You have to actually have all of the money.
All right.
All right, so you guys go over.
Alberto Trejo, please come to the podium. Eleanor Collado, please go to the chair.
Good afternoon.
Hello, can you please state your full name?
Alberto Antonio Trejo,
Thank you, your date of birth?
March 24, 2006.
Thank you. Now, you have 1 count of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle as a Class 5 felony and 1 count of reckless driving as a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on August 1st at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on August 5th at 8:30 a.m. And I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. Okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, so you can just go to the left and get your paperwork. Eleanor Collado, please come to the podium. Manuel McFarland, please go to the chair. Hello. Can you please state your full name?
Yes, it is Eleanor Elizabeth Garcia Collado,
Thank you, and your date of birth?
January 16th, 1976.
Thank you. And you have a warrant for violating your probation. I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings set on August the 4th at 8:30 a.m., and I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. If you get out, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Thank
Okay?
you.
Please go to your left or get your paperwork. Manuel McFarland, please come to the podium. Nehemiah Ross, please go to the chair. Hello, can you please state your name?
Manuel McFarland Joseph.
All right. Is Joseph your middle name or your last name?
Middle name.
Okay. And your date of birth?
041-2006.
All right, you have a warrant out of Desert Ridge Justice Court. The underlying charges is 1 count of driving with a license suspended as a Class 1 misdemeanor and 1 count of exceeding posted speed limit over 20 miles per hour as a Class 3 misdemeanor. And, yeah, it's a warrant. I'm appointing counsel in the interest of justice. So if you are remain in custody, you'll have counsel. I think either way, I've appointed counsel. So just be sure to show up for court. You have an arraignment set on July 30th at 8:30 a.m. And the bond amount in the amount of $1,000. It's the warrant, and I'm affirming the warrant.
I'm sorry, one more time.
You have a warrant, and I'm affirming the warrant that's in the amount of $1,000.
So what does that mean by chance, ma'am?
You need to be able to bond out in order to be able to be released.
Okay.
Okay, so you just go to your left to get your paperwork. You have court on the 30th. If you're still in custody, they'll transport you over. You'll be seen by video. Otherwise, if you make the bond, then you make sure you show up for court. Nehemiah Ross, please come to the podium. Sonia Santana, please come to the chair. Oh, thank you. Oh, is there a victim now, or just they did the statement? Number 18? Okay, thanks. I'll be sure to look at it. Let's see. Mr. Ruff?
Yes.
Okay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 cases before me today, number 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we'll just go through them. You failed to show up for your probation revocation arraignments. And so we'll just, you have existing counsel. Vanderline, let me just go with number 6. We'll just start that way. So could you please state your full name?
Nehemiah Tatiana Ross,
Thank you. That is the same name on all the charges. The date of birth?
04/22/1998.
And that is the same date of birth on all the charges. On number 6, it is for the underlying charges, 1 count of possessing or using narcotic drug as a Class 4 felony and possession of drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. You have existing counsel. You have probation revocation arraignment set on August the 4th at 8:30 a.m. and possible disposition of the same date and time. You have a security prince bond in that case for $500. If you get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. The next case is the same situation. However, the underlying charge is for shoplifting as a Class 4 felony. As I stated, you have existing counsel. Probation revocation hearings set at the same date and time, August the 4th at 8:30 a.m. And the security prince bond in the same amount, $500.
Well, I'm being homeless.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know on the next one, they're all the same. Probation revocation hearings set on the same date and time, August the 4th, 8:30, and security appearance bond all in the same amount for $500. Okay? That's the situation. So yes, if you can't make bond, then you'll be transported for court.
All right. So all of them is 500, like separately?
Yeah, they're all 500. So that would be 2,000 total.
Okay.
All right, if you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. And yes, if you get out, be sure to contact your probation officer. Sonia Santana, please come to the podium. Troy Vincent, please go to the chair. Hello, Sonia, can you please state your full name?
Sonia Barrientos Santana,
All right, and your date of birth?
August 3rd, 1996.
Thank you. Now you have two cases before me today. This first, number 10 and number 20 on the docket. I'm actually going to start with this first, the warrant for violating your probation first. And it is, I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have a probation revocation hearing set on August the 4th at 8:30 a.m. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. If you get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. On your other case, it is an arrest warrant for 2 counts of aggravated DUI driving on the wrong way as a Class 4 felony that happened on December the 20th, 2020. I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on August 1st at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on August the 5th at 8:30 a.m. Now, because I'm holding you on that other case for $500, on this one, they were only asking for $50. I probably would have just released you on your own recognizance, but because you're being held on the other case, I don't want you to just not get any credit for being in custody. So I'm just making it still leave it at $50, okay? It's basically a placeholder is what I have. And I even put that in the comments, okay? So it's $550 total. If you just go to your left, we'll get your paperwork. Troy Vincent, please come to the podium. Kimberly Welch, please go to the chair. Troy, there. I hit the wrong person's name. Okay, so could you please state your full name?
Troy Allen Vincent,
Thank you, and your date of birth.
8/17/76.
Thank you. You have a warrant out of West Mesa Justice Court. Your underlying charges are 1 count of criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree as a misdemeanor and 1 count of failure to appear. You have I'm appointing counsel to represent you on the bond amount. If you have an arraignment for, you have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. You have an arraignment on July 30th at 8:30 a.m. I'm affirming the bond. Okay? So if you just go to your left, we'll get your paperwork. And you want, should have been for, let me go. Kimberly Welch, please come to the podium. Eric Stanberry, please go to the chair. Hello. Can you please state your full name?
Kimberly Welch?
Your middle name is Suzanne?
Yes.
Date of birth?
10/17/1986?
That was 86?
No, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I know you have, no, I think it's good for you to have the mask on if you're not feeling well. I couldn't hear you. That's okay. You have a warrant because you failed to show up for court for status conference. You have, your underlying charges are 1 count of possessing or using a dangerous drug as a Class 4 felony and 1 count of possessing or using a drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. You have a existing counsel. You have a status conference that's set on August 4th at 8:30 a.m. Cash only appearance bond in the amount of $500. I'm affirming the court's bond. Okay, if you your left, will get your paperwork.
What was it?
Your bond? That is, yes, $500 cash.
Okay, okay.
Okay, just go to your left and get your that. Eric Stanberry, please come to the podium. John Ignacio, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can you please state your name?
Eric Stanberry, 102882.
Thank you. And your middle name is James?
Yes.
Okay, you had a warrant for your arrest. Your underlying charges are 2 counts of aggravated assault with your license having been suspended because of a DUI as a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of aggravated DUI with your license just being your 3rd DUI as a Class 4 felony, the offense date being December 30th of 2022. As it's the arrest warrant, I do not need to make a determination of probable cause. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on August the 11th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on August the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. So that is on your promise to appear for court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're promising to appear.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so make sure that you show up for court. It's the Superior Court Phoenix at 175 West Madison Street, the South Tower. Just keep showing up and you should be good. All right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. John Ignacio, please come to the podium. Edward Altamirano, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can you
Yes,
please
ma'am.
state your full name?
John Ignopo, 122251.
Thank you. And your middle name is Anthony?
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. Your underlying charges, or you're being charged with 1 count of theft controlling property of another as a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of theft controlling another one. It's just a different statute. One is 13-1802A1, and the other one is 1 count of 13-1802A5. Both Class 6 felonies. Both occurring, July 27th, today's date of 2025. I do not find that you're indigent. So if you do have trouble being able to hire counsel, be sure to ask the court to be able to review your indigency to see if you're eligible to have an attorney appointed.
Okay, ma'am.
But I'm not appointing counsel at this moment.
Okay.
You have a status conference set on August the 11th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on August the 14th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
And I am releasing you on pretrial services. So you will be able to get released. Be sure to contact pretrial services. You're going to have an envelope. Don't lose the paperwork. Contact them when you get.
So I have no bond today?
There's going to no bond.
Thank you so much,
But it's
Your Honor.
pretrial services. You're going to be, so you're supervised.
Okay.
They're going to be you're going to stay in touch with them.
Okay.
To make sure that you just.
I'll have all these
support.
numbers, correct?
Yes, you're going to
Okay.
get that paperwork, so just don't lose it.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You are not to, hold on. You're
I
not.
know.
No problem. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged complainant or witness. And you're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. So the main thing is just show up to court.
I'll be there, Your
Okay,
Honor.
okay.
I promise.
Okay,
Thank
sounds good.
Am I done?
Yeah, you're going to get your paperwork right now. Edward Altamirano, please come to the podium. Sean Tansey, please come to the chair.
Sir? Take care of sleep.
Okay, sir, can you please state your full name?
Eduardo Altamirano.
Your middle name is Castro?
Yes, Castro Altamirano.
Oh, thank you. Just, I think it was hard to hear me.
November.
I was hard to,
November
I
3rd,
didn't hear you.
1981.
okay,
November 3rd, 1981.
thank you. I was talking at the same time you were speaking, so I did not hear you say your date of birth. Now I did. Okay, now you are being charged with 1 count of possessing or using a dangerous drug as a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possessing drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference on August the 11th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on August the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I am releasing you on pretrial services. Okay, I don't know if you overheard what that meant. Did you just hear the individual right before you?
No.
Okay, well, you're going to get an envelope, and it's pretrial services where you're monitored by pretrial services, by the probation department, but it's before anybody.
I've done that before.
Okay, so you're being released on pretrial services.
Okay.
Be sure to show up for court. Be sure to stay in touch with pretrial services. And also, yeah, am appointed counsel, that information will also be on your paperwork as well.
Awesome,
Okay?
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sean Tansey, please come to the podium. Hello, Mr. Tansey?
Good day, ma'am.
Hi. Okay, so could you please state your full name?
Sean Pierre Tansey,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
13086.
January 30th, 1986, is that what you said?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, you have a case out of Tempe Municipal Court. It is for one count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as, I believe that's a class 1 misdemeanor. I'm not appointing counsel. You have an arraignment set on August the 13th at 8:30 a.m. Now, when I looked at the paperwork, when I find probable cause, I need to take a look at what's called a Form 4. This Form 4 had no information. It just said NA. I can't do release conditions if I don't have any information on this Form 4. So I have to release you. I just have to release you on your own recognizance. Basically, I just release you. So it does not dismiss this case. It doesn't get rid of the charges. So you still have these charges. You still have court on August 13th at 8:30, but you are to be released. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
So, yeah, just wanted to let you know that's why you're the last, because you're getting released.
Thank you, madam.
You're welcome. All right, and then let me put the house calls on the record, and then I'll go and do them. So the other house calls, which is number 2, 3, and 4 on the docket, Curtis Miller, Kellen Morgan, and Serena Marquez. They were unable to be brought into court because they were unable to function. Oh, in the court. Ah, dang it. Dang it. Okay. Is it possible to get Mr. Ignapo back in here? Mr. Ignapo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What happened?
Mr. Ignapo, I did not see the victim impact statement before I made that decision. So.
What, I don't understand,
Okay,
victim.
the victim has a right to make a statement to
Okay.
decide what they want.
Okay,
And so I have a right, so I have to review that before I make my decision.
okay,
They have a right to be able to be heard.
okay,
And I didn't have this when I made my initial decision,
okay,
but while I was doing everything, I got notice that I got it, but I didn't realize, I didn't see it. So I just went with what I had done earlier.
yes, Your Honor.
So let me just review this, and then I got to tell you, I may make changes, okay? So let me just
Dad?
review this. Is it okay if he sits down? Because it looks like maybe he's having... Okay, good, that's it. Yeah, if you want to just take a seat over there, I want to just review this because I didn't have... Yeah, just sit back in there. I just want to review this real quickly because it's important. Okay. I don't know if if the state had this, because I'm actually following the state's recommendation. Yeah, you can have them come in. I'm just going to leave it as this. Oh, okay, cool. Come on. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I will let you know that absolutely stay away from that store.
Oh, you
Stay
have
away
nothing to
from-
worry about, Your Honor.
Absolutely. And the state actually recommended the pretrial services. I'm going to stick with that recommendation. Had I seen the victim statement beforehand, I might have changed my mind, but right now, since I already went through this.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you, Your Honor.
Sorry. I'm going to say, I'm going to leave it as is.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Your Honor.
But you need to absolutely show up for court.
Oh, I will, Your Honor.
Just show up for court.
I will.
I already gave you the instructions about doing the pretrial services.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue to continue with your staying in contact with your pretrial services.
Okay.
I'm going to follow the state's recommendation.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right. But like I said, stay away from that business.
No problem.
Absolutely, follow the law. Okay?
Can I go?
Yes, you may.
Your Honor,
Okay.
have a wonderful evening.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, now I'm going on to the house calls. As I stated, they were, Curtis Miller, Kelly Morgan, and Serena Marquez were unable to be brought into court due to not being able to function in court. Okay, Curtis Lee Miller, date of birth, March 2nd, 1986, a warrant out of Goodyear Municipal Court. Underlying charges, failing to show up for court, FTA, criminal trespass, third degree, class 3 misdemeanor. If they remain in custody, they'll be appointed counsel at the next hearing for the limited purpose of the bond issue only. Security appearance bond in the amount of $250. Kelly Sue Morgan, date of birth, October 25th, 1965, failed to show up at court. There's a warrant for having failed to show up for court. Underlying charges, 1 count of possessing or using dangerous drug is a class 4 felony. 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia is a class 6 felony. Has existing counsel. Status conference, August 1st at 8:30 a.m. and preliminary hearing, August 5th at 8:30 a.m. Security appearance bond in the amount of $500. Serena Marquez is Serena Danielle Marquez, date of birth November the 25th at 1990. Underlying charges is 1 count of criminal damage in the class 5 felony, 1 count of disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor. I am appointing counsel to represent her. Status conference is August the 1st at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing August the 5th at 8:30 a.m. and a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. All right, letting that be. Okay. Yes, and we're going off the record. Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening. This is the time set for the 11 p.m. calendar on July 27th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium, and I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. I will let you know what you are here for, if I have appointed counsel, if you have a bond, and what your release conditions are. If we can start with Stephen Sparks to the podium and Lorena Riscone to the chair. Good evening, sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Stephen Sparks, 6286.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on two cases. The first one is a new case. It is for one count of criminal trespass in the first degree, a Class 6 felony, one count of disobeying an order of the court, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference August 1st at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing August 5th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event you post that bond, you will have written conditions of release. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You may not possess any weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You have a second case on the calendar, and it is a probation violation. You are currently on probation, and when you were picked up for this new offense, it is a Term 1 violation as well as a violation of Term 15 when you violated the no contact order in your probation. Based on that, I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. In this case, you are being held without bond. So although you may have bond on that first case that we spoke about, you do not have bond in your second case. So I don't recommend posting that first bond until you have your hearing on August 4th at 8:30. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, just up to your left, the officer will give you that paperwork. Thank you. Ms. Rascone to the podium and Mr. Porter to the chair. Good evening, ma'am. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Lorena Rascon, Lorena Aide Rascon, December 1st, 1974.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on a warrant from the Yavapai County Superior Court with allegations that you violated your probation. I am appointing an attorney to represent you and setting an arraignment hearing July 30th at 8:30 that will take place in the Yavapai County Superior Court. They have set a secured appearance bond of $25,000. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You're not to possess any weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. If you don't post bond, you will be taken to Yavapai County for that hearing. If you do post bond, you need to ensure you get to Yavapai for that hearing on July 30th. Otherwise, a failure to appear warrant will issue, and you'll forfeit any bond that you have posted. All of that will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
My bond before it was 2,500 only, and now it's 25,000. Is any error there? Or?
So I'm looking at what they sent over, and they have it listed as 25,000.
25, too high. Well, I have too many questions, but I don't know if I have to discuss with you right now.
So the questions you would maybe have for me is anything related to your release conditions. If you have anything related to the facts of your case, then I would recommend waiting till you speak to your attorney at your next hearing.
Well, you say release condition is only if I pay the bond, right?
Correct.
If not, my next court is going to be July 30th, you say?
Correct, ma'am.
And you're going to transport me here to there?
They will, the officers will let Yavapai County know that you're ready to be picked up, and Yavapai County will pick you up and take you there for your hearing.
Okay.
Okay? All right. All right. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Mr. Porter to the podium, and Ms. Hill to the chair. Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Octavio Porter, 11/3/77. Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new case. It is for 2 counts of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 4 counts of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal damage, also a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You will have an arraignment hearing August 4th at 10 a.m. That will take place in the El Mirage Municipal Court.
Okay.
In this case, you have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event that bond is posted, you will have written conditions of release. Those do include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You may not possess weapons. You must obey the terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that may be issued against you. If you do reside with any of the alleged victims, you must find an alternative residence. You may contact law enforcement for 1 civil standby to collect any personal belongings you may have, but you may not go there without law enforcement for that civil standby. Otherwise, you could face additional charges. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
So I have to post bond, a bail bond to get out?
That is correct, sir.
And how much is it?
You have a secured appearance bond of $5,000.
And so do I have to just pay 10% of that? Is that how that works?
Typically, it's 10% if you go through a bail bonding company, so you would contact the bail bonding company and then go through a contract with them if that's what you choose to do so. If you post it on your own, then it would be the full $5,000.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Just step to your left, so they'll give you that paperwork. Ms. Hill to the
One
podium.
more question.
Yes, sir.
If I don't post the bond, then how long do I have to stay here?
Then you will remain in custody until at least your next hearing on August 4th. At that time, you'll meet with your attorney, and they can discuss whether or not it's appropriate to ask the court to modify your release conditions and your bond at that time.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Hill to the podium and Mr. Little to the chair. Good evening, ma'am. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Charlotte Hill, November 1st, 1986.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on 3 probation violation warrants that were issued for you with allegations that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I am appointing an attorney to represent you, and you're going to have a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. That does apply to all 3 cases. You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500 in one case and $750 each in the other 2 cases. That is a total bond of $4,000. In the event that bond is posted, you will have written conditions of release. It does include not possessing any weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, just step to your left, ma'am. They'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Little to the podium and Mr. Olivas to the chair. Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Thomas Little, 11/1969.
Can you repeat your date of birth?
11/1969.
Thank you so much, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 failure to appear bench warrants that were issued for you. It does look one relates to well, they're both drug cases. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you on each of these cases and set a hearing on August 6th at 8:30 in the morning. That'll take place in the downtown Superior Courthouse on 201 West Jefferson. Hold on, ma'am, sir. I'll give you an opportunity to speak, though. You do have a cash bond of $2,000 in one case and $1,000 in the other for a total bond of $3,000. In the event that bond is posted, you would have written conditions of release. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You'd also need to ensure you attend this hearing. If you fail to appear at it, another warrant would issue, and you'd forfeit any bond that you posted. Did you have any questions?
Don't I have court August 7th for those warrants?
Let me take a look. You have a bond forfeiture hearing on August 7th, so you posted a bond previously on this case, and when you failed to appear at the hearing, they set a bond forfeiture. So you do have a hearing August 7th, and then you'll also have this hearing on August 6th as it relates to the pending charges on both of these cases. Anything further?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Michael Olivas to the podium and David Kingery to the chair. Good evening, sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Michael Lewis, 12/29/91.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you have 4 cases on the calendar. The first one is a new case. It does include 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony, 1 count of obstructing government operations, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. For purposes of this hearing only, I am only finding probable cause as to the drug paraphernalia, not to the other 2 charges. That does not mean those charges are dismissed. They may move forward with those. I am appointing an attorney and setting a status conference August 1st at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing August 5th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $50. But you're also here on 3 probation violation warrants that were issued for you with allegations that you violated terms 3 and 5 in each of your probation cases. I'll appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. In each of your probation cases, you do have a secured appearance bond of $250. So you have a total bond of $800 between all 4 cases. In the event that bond is posted, you will have written conditions of release. It does include not possessing any weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, just up to your left, sir. They'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Kingery to the podium and Mr. Romo to the chair. Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
David Kingery, 8/1969.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a warrant from the Santan Justice Court. It has an offense date of December 30th, 2023 for shoplifting removal of goods, a misdemeanor charge. This warrant issued March 22nd, 2024. I am going to appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing July 30th at 8:30 that will take place in the Santan Justice Court. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $680. In the event that bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You also need to ensure you attend this hearing. If you fail to appear at it, another warrant will issue and you'll forfeit any bond that you've posted. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. I was just released from prison last Friday. While I've had this whole time, I haven't had a chance to even get down here. I've called the courts and everything to try to get another court date. I can't get no live person at all.
When did you go into the Department of Corrections?
March 11th.
Of what year?
This year.
Of 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were recently released?
Yes, I just got released last Friday.
Okay,
I haven't had time to come do anything yet.
your warrant issued in March of 2024.
I know,
So it was a
I was
year
in
prior
prison.
to that. So you were in prison in
Yeah.
2024 as well?
Yes,
What dates were you in prison in 2024?
for a drug charge in Kingman, Arizona.
What dates, though?
Huh?
What dates?
Oh, my God. The last one was from March 24th till just a couple of weeks ago, last week. The one previous to that was, oh my gosh.
Was it the Department of Corrections or
Yes.
were you in jail?
Department of Corrections.
Do you have any objection to me looking that up on the
No,
Department of
ma'am,
Corrections
please,
website?
please. 'Cause I was supposed to start working and everything. I just got everything going for me. Would an OR be out of the question?
Well, let me take a look and
Okay.
see what I can find on this website.
'Cause that would help tremendously if you would.
Do you recall what your ADC number was?
365963. I've been busting my butt trying to get my life back together, you know.
Okay, so it does look like you were currently in custody at the time this warrant issued. So I will change my orders. Due to the nature of your charges, since you're no longer going to be in custody, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. You can hire an attorney at your own expense. Your hearing will also change to August 12th at 9 a.m. It is in the Santan Justice Court again, so pay close attention to the date, time, and location that will be listed on your paperwork. I am going to release you on your own recognizance. However, if you do fail to appear, a warrant will issue.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, if you'll take a seat out there, we'll reprint this paperwork.
Thank you
okay?
so much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Romo to the podium, Ms. Barraza to the chair. Good evening, could I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, John Paul Guevara Romo, 012794.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you have a warrant from out of county. It's a Pima Justice Court. It does relate to one count of violation of advertising as a contractor, a Class 1 misdemeanor. It looks like this is an offense from July 13th, 2022.
Correct.
However, this was a recent warrant that issued June 16th, 2025. I will appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing July 30th at 8:30. That will be in the Pima Justice Court. You have a secured appearance bond of $500 in this case. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, so step to your left, the officer will give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Ms. Barraza to the podium. Richard Mortellaro to the chair. Mortellaro to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Maria Braza, June 1st, 74.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant for a pending drug charge that you have. Actually, the drug charge is already resolved. It's a probation violation. I'll affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 in this case. In the event you post that bond, you'll have written conditions of release you need to comply with. You're not to possess any weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions? Okay, if you'll take a seat up there, we need to reprint this. We'll bring that out to you.
Thank you.
Could you reprint number 9? Richard Mortellaro to the podium and DeMarcus Grundy to the chair.
DeMarcus Grundy.
Good evening, sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Richard Mortellaro, 9/3/1973.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 1, 3, and 5 of your probation. I'll appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $250. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You must not possess any weapons or alcohol and contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so step to your left. They'll give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Mr. Grundy to the podium and Ms. Thunderhawk to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, 08/03/93, DeMarcus Grundy.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated. Let's see, where is this from? Hold on, let me look at this warrant again. Terms 3, 4, and 5. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you, and you'll have a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $100. In the event that bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. You may not possess any weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 24 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so step to your left, sir. They'll give you that paperwork. Ms. Thunderhawk to the podium, Mr. Murphy to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Nicole Thunderhawk, 9/14/83.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 7. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In the event that bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. You may not possess any weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, so step to your left, ma'am. They'll give you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Murphy to the podium and Mr. Castillo to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Matthew Murphy, 9/7/86.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 failure to appear warrants Looks like you missed a probation revocation hearing. I'll affirm the attorneys that were previously appointed to represent you and set a new probation revocation hearing on August 4th at 8:30. You have a cash bond of $50 in each case for a total of $100. In the event that bond is posted, you do have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, can I get that changed to, let out on my own reconnaissance? I'm supposed to be, working tomorrow. And like, the only reason I didn't go to those other cases because I didn't even know about them. They didn't give me the paperwork whenever they let me out.
So it looks like you were before this court in September of 2024, and they gave you a hearing date of October 1st, and you failed to appear at the hearing, and as a result of that, these warrants issued.
Yeah, I didn't even come to the, what you call it, I was to the, what you call it?
I'm not sure.
I never, the case, they just gave me, what you call it, they just, let me out. They didn't actually have me come over here because I was inside a private, what you call it, room. Like I was
You were in a cell in the back, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Let me take a look, okay?
Okay.
Have you been in contact with your probation officer?
Yeah, I've been done everything.
So I'm looking at your notes, and it does not indicate anywhere that you've been in recent contact with your probation officer. It looks like this warrant issued in October 2024, and you have not attempted to reach your probation officer since that time.
That's weird.
It looks like the probation started in August of 2024, and shortly after that, you were picked up for something outside of what you were here for. Yeah, I'm not showing that you've had really any contact with your probation officer since the beginning of this probation case, so the bond is going to remain here tonight. You will have to post the bond of $100 in order to be released, okay, sir?
Okay.
All right, if you'll step to your left, the officer will give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Mr. Castillo to the podium and Mr. Caldwell to the chair, please. Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Jaden Castillo, March 21st, 2002.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new case for one count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony, one count of obstructing government operations, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. For purposes of today's hearing only, I am not finding probable cause. That does not mean that they are dismissing these charges. They may collect additional information and move forward with that. So I'm still appointing an attorney, and I'm going to give you some hearings that you need to attend. You have a hearing August 11th at 8:30 and August 14th at 8:30. If you fail to appear at either of those, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and you'll be held on bond at the next hearing. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, the officer will give you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Mr. Caldwell to the podium, and Mr. Eubanks to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Good evening. Christopher Ryan Caldwell, December 16th, 1988.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on two cases. The first one is a new case. It is for one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. For purposes of this hearing only, I am not finding probable cause to those charges. That does not mean the charges are dismissed. The state may move forward, so I'm still appointing an attorney and setting a couple hearings. You'll have a hearing August 11th and August 14th at 8:30 in the morning. You need to ensure you attend both of those hearings, otherwise a warrant could issue for your arrest. You're also here on a probation violation warrant with allegations that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney in that case as well, and you'll have a probation revocation hearing August 4th at 8:30. I'm going to release you on this case to the supervision of the Maricopa County Adult Probation Department. You do have written conditions of release. You're not to possess any weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just step to your left, sir. They'll give you that paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Eubanks to the podium. Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Kyle Eubanks, 9/30/92.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on an out-of-county warrant from the Pioneer Justice Court. It does relate to, it gives me limited information with it being out of state. Looks like you failed to comply with maybe some fines or some classes related to that underlying charge?
For speeding, yeah.
Okay. So due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. You will have an arraignment hearing in the Pioneer Justice Court on July 30th at 8:30 in the morning. I am releasing you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear at that hearing. You have written conditions of release. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You need to ensure you attend this hearing so you can resolve whatever underlying issues you have, whether it be to pay or to comply with some classes. If you fail to appear at that hearing, another warrant will issue. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just up to your left, the officer will give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Case number 19, this hearing will be conducted at her cell. Amber Jimenez Holguin, date of birth October 22nd, 1996, will proceed at her cell due to bizarre behavior. We are here on a new case for one count of robbery, a class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent her. She will have a status conference August 1st at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing August 5th at 8:30. She does have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. In the event that bond is posted, she has written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and she may not possess any weapons or alcohol. If anything changes after I meet with her, I will update the written record. That does conclude our 11 p.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 2 a.m.